Morning everybody, how we doing? It's Friday, happy feelings all round. Where are you watching MUFC Daily from? Let me know in the comments as always. But let's talk about the main story today. As you can see, I've genuinely never thought I would ever be saying this. Marouane Fellaini is being heavily linked to PSG from Le 10 Sport out in France. Now, this is what they're saying. So Marouane Fellaini, if you didn't know already, is available on a free transfer this summer. His contract expires just the same as Ander Herrera and Juan Mata's expire. But Fellaini is apparently being lined up by PSG for a backup to Thiago Motta in the number 6 defensive midfielder role. For me personally, I don't think that is Fellaini's best position, but the reason they're giving credence and logic behind this potential transfer is because of Paris St Germain's need to meet FFP requirements. I mean, they've already taken the piss by paying 220 mil for Neymar and a potential 186 million for Kylian Mbappe. So I don't know how they're going to meet FFP requirements anyway. But they're saying because of those, the idea of signing Marouane Fellaini on a free transfer as a backup to Thiago Motta is something that absolutely appeals to them. Now, let me know in the comments here, but me personally, I don't see how Marouane Fellaini comes in and into that PSG team and makes it any better or improves it, because they've been playing some wonderful football so far this season. You saw against Celtic midweek, losing 1-0, they won 7-1. How is that going to be improved by Marouane Fellaini coming in? I don't know, but we're talking about it because Le 10 Sport are talking about it. Let's run through a few of your comments. Where are you guys and girls watching this from? We've got Nithin from India, good luck, Gedabasta from Tanzania, TK Takul from Zimbabwe, Emmanuel from Uganda, True United fan watching from India, good morning to you mate, Alistair Fernandez watching from Canada, Foldo watching from Germany, we've got Bad Boy from Peterborough and Jermaine from Jamaica, good morning to you all. How about on Facebook? We've got Renee Parchman watching from New York, good morning to you always, same to Wayne Bless Gordon, how you doing there? But you know, Fellaini, I had to do a video to apologise openly to Fellaini because his form this season really did turn around. 4 goals in 9 appearances prior to his injuries. Fellaini looked like a real, genuine asset to the team. Came off the bench against Chelsea on his first game back from injury, made a difference. Chelsea couldn't handle him. And I've always said if you use Fellaini in the right way, Fellaini is an asset. I don't think Fellaini is an asset for PSG as a backup in the defensive midfield role. I actually genuinely think that's his weakest position. That and central midfield. Just get Fellaini away from the central midfield. Play him as a number 10 and he'll do you a service. Play him as a defensive midfielder. I think you're struggling. We've got Joe S on YouTube. Morning to you, mate. Saying Mourinho has a soft side towards Fellaini. He's going nowhere. If you wanted him out, he would have already sold him. Now, the issue here, Joe, is that Fellaini has rejected the first contract offer from Manchester United. Story came out a couple of weeks ago. So Fellaini is negotiating. Fellaini, I think, can see his value to Jose Mourinho. And just like Jose Mourinho talking about PSG as a potential managerial job, because he's negotiating a new contract with Manchester United, Fellaini is clearly doing the exact same thing here. He knows that Mourinho wants to keep him, so he's rejected the first proposal. Man United and Mourinho will definitely come back with a second proposal, but Fellaini is available on a free transfer, which means during the January transfer window, or starting from that point, Fellaini can speak to foreign clubs and agree a pre-contract with them already. So there's no reason to say why I couldn't have already held discussions with PSG over a potential move, and that is exactly what Le 10 Sport have had to say. Let's head over to Facebook and see what you're saying as well. Got Blessing watching from Finland and Mohammed watching from Sierra Leone. Good morning to you. Barra saying Fellaini is able to play good at least until next season. Now, it all depends. I genuinely wanted Marcus Rojo to be sold at the start of last summer. His turnaround under Mourinho was phenomenal. Now he's probably one of our best centre-backs. Fellaini, he's definitely turned it around this season. When used in the right way at the right time, Man United have done well with Fellaini in the team. It's not to say that I think Fellaini has got a properly long-term future at the club. It's just that maybe I would sell other players before I sell Marouane Fellaini. Like Ashley Young, I would definitely let him go first. I would say Luke Shaw simply because Mourinho doesn't seem to like him at all. Not because I would want to, but I don't know. Let's go back to the comments here, see what you're saying. Pierre Rousseau saying good morning, watching. How you doing, mate? We've got Zishan saying Fellaini has given me at least 10 to 20 headaches in my lifetime. He's given us all headaches. He's probably given more people headaches from his elbows than he's given anybody, any United fans, headaches. But, you know, Fellaini was always off to a bad start because he was a relic of this David Moyes era. We wanted to sign Cesc Fabregas that summer. We couldn't. We then signed Fellaini for more than his release clause, which expired a few weeks earlier on deadline day in a frantic move. And Fellaini never lived up to the expectations that were laid on him because of his performances at Everton. He was always the thorn in the side of United when he played for Everton. Never really did that too well at Man United. And that was the big issue with the big Belgian. But, you know, Roberto Martinez seems to play him quite a lot for Belgium, even though they've got a midfield of like Nainggolan, Axel Witsel, Fellaini. They've got a lot of strength and depth in their midfield there, and he's still playing for Belgium. So maybe managers do know more than what we know. But when I see Fellaini normally playing, he's a bit cumbersome, he's a bit slow. And I've always said that, I've always stood by that. But he's done a job this year. Gary S saying Fellaini will go, best wishes to him. Mourinho next to PSG. Right, let me know in the comments now. Type stay or leave, whether you think that Fellaini is going to be here next season. Do you think Fellaini is going to stay, or do you think Fellaini is going to leave? I'll top them up, do a little bit of a count, and see what you guys and girls think about it, both on Facebook and on YouTube. I've got Jimmy Chalmers saying he'll stay for a couple of years. I've got Alex Angel saying Fellaini will stay, and is it true Jose Mourinho has activated a one-year extension on Ander Herrera? I hope he extends Ander Herrera, but I understand some United fans saying, look, Ander Herrera's done a job, but maybe we can bring someone in who's a little bit better and more crafted in that position than Ander Herrera. But let's remember that Ander Herrera was our player of the year last year, and that doesn't happen because you're a bad footballer. Looking at Facebook, every single comment says stay. You all think the Marouane Fellaini will be here next year. What about over on YouTube? Lots and lots of you say stay. We've got 7 Pikachu, Accolade, Seymour Cole all saying leave. Tatenda McLean saying leave as well. Paul McKeown saying bye-bye Marouane Fellaini. Gary S, he wants him to leave. True United fan and Ben Turkson do as well. Lots more of you on YouTube want, or think anyway, that Fellaini will leave. Most of you on Facebook all saying that you think Marouane Fellaini would stay. But I want you to let me know in the comments after this live stream is finished. Do you think Fellaini can stay next year and still do a job? That can do all the things that Fellaini does, but better. And other things as well. A more rounded, complete midfielder than Fellaini, who is effectively a battering ram. Effective when you use him, but he doesn't have too much to his game. Let me know in the comments as always. It's Friday, happy feelings all round, people. I hope you have a great weekend. We're going to be putting up the Brighton preview and starting 11 prediction later on today, so make sure you check that out on YouTube and Facebook. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. But until Monday at 10:30 a.m. It's the end of MUFC Daily for this week. Take it easy.